Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kadero Sinta Dewi. I'm the student from Ganesha University of Education in English Language Education. So today I would like to tell you about the definition of noun phrase. Definition of noun phrase. But before I tell you the definition of noun phrase, I would like to tell you the definition of noun and phrase. Noun is a word that is the name of something such as a person, place, animal, thing, and idea, is typically used in a sentence as subject or object of a verb, or as object of a preposition. The example of noun is student, dog, hospital, doctor, and school, etc. Phrase is a group of words that go together but do not make a complete sentence. Phrase act as a single part of speech in a sentence. The example of phrase is the cat. The cat is not a complete sentence because there is no subject or verb that make a complete sentence, but the cat in here is a phrase because it has a meaning. So we can conclude that noun phrase is a phrase which is headed by a noun. The example of noun phrase is a little girl. Girl in here as the head or noun of the phrase. Next is the structure of noun phrase. Noun phrase has a structure such as head and modifier. There are two kinds of modifier. Premodifier. Premodifier is located before the head. The example of premodifier is cute baby. The word baby in here is head, and the cute in here is premodifier because it is located before the head. The head is baby. Postmodifier is located after the head. The example of postmodifier is girls with a long hair. Girls in here as a head, and with a long hair in here is postmodifier because it is located after the head. Next is the function structure of noun phrase. First, head. The example of head is dog. The second is modifier head. The example of modifier head is beautiful girl, and the girl in here is the head. Beautiful in here is modifier. Head modifier. The example of head modifier is dog with a long tail. Dog in here as the head, and with a long tail in here is modifier. The last is modifier, head, modifier, or we can call it multiple modifier. Handsome boys with a short hair. Handsome in here as a modifier, boys as head, and with short hair as a modifier. Back to the modifier head. We can call the modifier in here is premodifier because it is located before the head. And about the head modifier, we can call the modifier in here as postmodifier because it is located after the head. Next is the component of noun phrase. Noun phrase have four components. There are head, determiner, complement, and adjunct. But before I tell you the definition and the example of the component of noun phrase, I would like to tell you about X-bar theory. X-bar theory not only used for noun phrase, but the other phrase too. XP in here as the phrase. XP consists of specifier and X-bar. Specifier in here is a determiner, such as the, and the etc. X-bar in here consists of X-bar and adjunct. Adjunct in here is optional, and X-bar in here consists of X and complement. X in here as the head of the phrase. Next, I would like to explain about the component of the noun phrase. The first one is head. Head is the structure of noun phrase. The example of head, I use head in here. Head in here, we can know it is the noun. So, it is the example of head. determiner is a word that introduces a noun and provides some information about it but do not describe it. There are three types of determiners, such as articles, possessives, and demonstratives. In article, there are a, an, the. And in the possessive, there are my, your, his, her, its, our, their, and whose. And the last is demonstratives. In demonstrative, there are this, that, this, those. Next is the example of determiner. I use the hat. The in here as the determiner article and hat in here as the head of the phrase. So the hat is noun phrase. Complement. Complement is a word, phrase, or clause that is necessary to complete the meaning of a given sentence, noun, or adverbs. The example of complement: a dancer of ballet academy. A in here as determiner article, dancer in here as the noun, of ballet academy as the PP. N and PP become N bar, and D and N bar become NP. So this is the example of complement. The last is adjunct. Adjunct is a word or a set of words that provides additional information of functionaries of a sentence adverbial. This is the example of adjunct: a dancer of ballet academy with long hair. A in here as the determiner article, dancer in here as a noun, of ballet academy as PP, with long hair as the PP2. So this is the example of adjunct. Okay guys, that's all about my presentation about noun phrase. I hope this presentation can give you some information about noun phrase. That's all for me. Thank you. Bye.